All right, here's Tundra Pass from Hank. And here's Elvish Reclaimer. And it's getting swords on end step.
Camera, like I see you a comment start from like, you rolled 7 6s in a row. What's going on?
Yeah. Like, how do you know that?
Yeah. It just like never activates anything else.
So why don't you give your
Wasteland here for Andrew. End step Brainstorm looks like. So as I mentioned earlier on today's stream, the store was pretty packed this week, and we're pretty cramped. So we have an external battery and a stand in the top center of your screen powering the camera of the next feature match. We have a deck box in the shot. We have dice in the shot. We have another deck box in the shot. It's cramped, everybody. So forgive us for that. Too many legacy players. I mean, what the heck? Yeah. All right. People are asking for their money back now in the chat. We're going to have to hand out some refunds. Perfect time to enter the stream, says Alexander. Yeah. It's always a good time to join. All right. So Hank drawing a card here. Looks like Minsk and Boo is in hand.
I need to actually keep track of my opponents sometimes.
Playing Flooded Strand.
That's actually, I've never really done that, which is weird because I play in competitive RL. That's all.
Yeah.
I'll do the opposite. I'll be like,
What store is this again? This is Game Storia in New York City.
Yeah.
Not a professional 4K studio with perfect lighting. Worst stream ever. Yeah, I'm working on it, Wendy. We're going to need like a few thousand more Twitch subs. That's for sure.
I mean, I could go down to 4 and still.
Bits for everyone, yeah.
Well, I play Belcher in Modern, so I can go to 4 and still.
Alright, I guess.
I'm usually the one mulliganing, and I
Queen S saying my Legacy Weekly had low turnout this week. Half as many as usual. Yeah, there could be some factors for stuff like that.
You have to pretend you don't
Even the
know
weather.
how to play instead of mulliganing for your forces.
And now you can't ever like.
I wish that.
I know here in we're in New York City. Sometimes we'll have lower than usual turnout at the shop, and people get to talking like, oh yeah, this subway train line wasn't working, and it's like, oh, no wonder nobody showed up. There's a lot to consider with that. All right, so Uro did its thing. Toby says, I'm excited to watch some more coverage for Legacy. We did a team event in the Bay Area and had 15 teams doing Pioneer, Modern, Legacy. That sounds awesome. That's awesome.
I'm gonna move to this part.
I love the Bay Area.
Free game ley line. Okay.
Q-Lash, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
It really tells you what my deck is.
All right. Well, this is all for about Mox time. Yes.
Hank casting Minsk and Boo. Doesn't look like Andrew has any response other than a thumbs up, and for some reason the land got put off to the side. Okay. All right, there's the Boo token. Targeting Boo with Minsk here. That'll resolve. Attacking for 4. Crop rotation. Sacking Bajuka Bog. Uro is in exile. Caracas is a good one. Bounces Boo. And now the hamster will sit front and center for everybody watching.
The new one, right? The new one is sick. Yeah.
I said it was cramped. We have deck boxes and tokens right in front of the camera. It's all good. Can't believe the rest of Twitch is off watching Fortnite. Imagine if Wizards of the Coast didn't drive them all away with their design for multiplayer cards. Yeah. Wizards of the Coast and Fire Design, multiplayer. What are we complaining about now, everybody? Is it multiplayer cards? What? Oh, God.
Or what are you targeting? Sarah.
You have enough time. I do. A little late for the pitching. I was waiting for that pitching.
I'm gonna name.
Yeah.
All right, here's Brainstorm.
I'm gonna name creatures.
Minsk and Boo from Dungeons and Dragons, everybody. Yeah, we should complain about bans or something else. Yeah. Do we have any band people watching? Does anybody want to talk about bands? Where's the band people? I think I've already scared off all the band people on this channel. They're watching something else right now, talking about bands.
No, sorry, it's a 6/7. Go ahead.
Force the pitching.
Okay, pass it, sir. How many cards? 2.
All right, Minsk and Boo getting targeted. It's got 3 counters on it now. Caracas can still hit it.
Minsk and Boo, not on camera. Alright, I'll let you see. I don't know what it is.
And, wow. Taking the damage here is Andrew. Says no blocks. You got it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Prismatic Ending, targeting Knight of the Reliquary. Okay, and here's a good reason why we're holding up crop rotation to protect. Sacrificing Wasteland. And we're going to see Sajiri step to protect the Knight here, most likely. There it is.
Yep.
Okay, Sajiri step on the sack, swords on the Knight. That one will resolve. And Hank wins that exchange, I would say. Blanking the Sajiri step with the swords. I am anticipating YouTube commenters confused about tapping Caracas for green. There is a Yavimaya on the board right next to it. Just keep that in mind. It's easy to miss. Understandable. Here's the Thespian stage for Andrew. Gonna hold off on Caracas for now because Minsk can just make a new Boo on upkeep. And we want to see if Minsk gets activated. So Andrew pointing out the... okay, so giving... okay. Before I could explain everything, we're moving forward here. But basically, after the Minsk trigger, Caracas bounces Boo. So Minsk just pluses and target and does nothing. Maybe better to hold off on Caracas in case another Minsk and Boo can be cast, I guess, or hold off until Minsk gets activated. You can still bounce Boo in response to even the minus ability. The YouTube commenters will be letting us know what they think about that.
No, you're right. I'm sorry. I think that. Yeah.
Green Sun Zenith X is 3. That's an easy hard cast force. Immediately snapped off here by Hank.
Holy shit.
Boo back bounce into the right in front of the camera zone. Good tapping mechanics. Yeah. Hank, good at tapping cards. That is for sure. Really fast and efficient technique there. Here's a Brainstorm. Do we have anybody watching that turns their cards like less than 45 degrees when they're tapped? Do we have anybody watching that does that? Yeah, ew. Steamboat with the right take here.
I fetch once.
Plussing Boo, no targets. Yeah, those are the worst. Limited players getting called out by Twitch chat. Tojina Blender says I tap like 82 degrees. Come on, Blender. Just go for the 90. Come on, people.
If I was like lifting my whole deck, and I like
I know why I hate when that happens.
these mountains are kind of dark, so sometimes they like yeah, the Arabian Night.
Hank reading his own card. Interesting. Don't see that often. What does my own card do? How about keeping mana stones between lands? Yeah, we're not doing that. That just ain't it, everybody.
Next time I'm pitching Tabernacle. Yeah, this would be like, no.
I mean,
Even though I have
Tabernacle doesn't
8
do much
pieces,
against me, so it's but yeah, it's still bad.
I could get stuck very easily.
This deck does it all the time when for Wasteland.
What else do we hate? All right, here's Wasteland. Passing the turn. Thespian Stage is on the table. No Dark Depths yet for Andrew. Brainstorm. Yeah, Minsc does have a lot of text. Lands in front of creatures. Yeah. Do we have anybody watching that does that? Because I could just ban you from the chat right now. Just get you out of here.
Targeting.
Minsk and Boo can be your commander. So, again, designed for multiplayer, everybody.
Okay. The other side is just swamp. Can I read this side?
Something to keep in mind and cry about.
Otherwise, it's a weird master.
Trials against
Okay.
You got 4 cards in there.
What? What am I draw? Yeah.
Yeah, you crushed in the draw.
That was so lucky.
You got the hail.
Minsk has 9 loyalty right now. Crop rotation, sacking flagstones. Flagstones going to trigger here. Force of negation getting hard cast by Hank. Okay, still going to resolve the flagstones, as Andrew points out. Able to find a plains. Despite the force of negation. And it's Plateau. Plateau getting some love lately in Legacy, which is nice. Yeah, it's, all kidding aside, it's always smart to read a card if you don't remember by heart what it does. Like if your opponent casts a Minsk and Boo and you're grabbing it to read, you're all good. I think that's a smart thing to do. Refresh your memory. It can only target creatures with trample or haste or whatever. Refresh your memory, everybody. All right, Wasteland, floating a mana.
So yeah, we're gonna dredge 3. Okay.
Yeah, Sylvan Library would be nice here.
Save your Hinders.
Uh-oh, here's maybe a Minsk and Boo on Andrew's side. It's getting cast. Resolving. Creating a Boo. Hank doesn't have a Caracas, so the advantage goes to Andrew in the Minsk battle here. Boo will get counters. Will be interesting to see if Boo attacks with endurance, able to attack. Wasteland on Savannah. So Hank, at the moment, cut off of white. Creates a Boo. It gets bounced immediately. Twitch chat saying the advantage bar has swung to the right. Let's see if Hank has prismatic ending. Yeah. What would actually be pretty, well, what does Hank need here? If Hank wastes Caracas, that could be interesting. Can't currently copy it with stage. Reading Minsk and Boo one more time.
You have 3 here?
Yeah, Hank does need a white source though, but you can hit Minsk and Boo with prismatic ending if you have white, blue, red, green. Mystic Sanctuary, okay. Let's see what Hank chooses here. There is a prismatic ending in the yard. Oh, I actually missed what was grabbed, unfortunately. Did not get to see what that was. Okay, Twitch chat saying it was Brainstorm. Okay, we're seeing a minus of Minsk here. Maybe. Hank undecided, it seems. 9 loyalty to start the turn from Minsk. So a minus would bring it to 7, which could make it... Could make an attack from Minsk if it survives this turn. I'm sorry, Boo. If Andrew's Minsk survives this turn, pluses to target Boo, and attacks Hank's Minsk, which apparently didn't activate? Did it start the turn with 8 loyalty or 9 loyalty? Now I'm not sure. It was Brainstorm according to chat. This Caracas on Andrew's side has been huge so far in game 1. If it weren't for the Caracas, it's possible that Hank would have won this game a long time ago. Okay, activating Boo, targeting Endurance, and drawing 4. Interesting. Playing Maze Vith, which is good defense.
Last time stage endurance.
There's a lot to think about from this match. I'm sure if we glean through the match when it's up later on YouTube or the video on demand here on Twitch, I feel like I'm going to notice more things. There's a lot going on here. Green Sun Zenith X is 1. Probably going to see a Reclaimer. Ah, okay. Sylvan Safekeeper. So I did play a match against Andrew at this event, and Sylvan Safekeeper was a beating. I was on 4-color control, very similar to what Hank is playing right now. And Sylvan Safekeeper was rough.
Tabernacle Endurance Sphere.
Really hard to beat that card.
Me, sure.
Oh, Boo almost fell down.
I'll take the data. And a turn, I'll play just now.
End step dress down. So the dress down will last until Hank's turn. If this resolves, and it's going to shut off Sylvan Safekeeper, which will allow Hank to remove it. This is pretty big here for Hank. And my current list does not have dress down. Wait, does it? No. No, it doesn't. But it would have been pretty good in situations like this. I'm probably going to add dress down back to my deck because it's quite good in current Legacy. Able to stop initiative, able to turn off the what's the wording on Minsk again? now I need to check what Minsk and Boo does. Minsk and Boo says, yeah, so you could put 3 +1/+1 counters on a creature with trample or haste. So if it doesn't have trample or haste, you can't do that. Did I cut dress down for more copies of Comet? Maybe. My deck list is posted in our Discord server if anybody's interested in what I'm currently playing. Crop rotation happening here for Andrew. Sacking Sajiri step. Brainstorm in response. This is in response to the prismatic ending, it seems.
Voidwalker is sweet. It's really sweet.
Play.
I think it's
Last one?
Pass 2.
Okay, Dark Depths comes in.
Oh, you're tapped out.
You're gonna die.
You have 2 cards in hand.
2 cards in hand for Hank. Thespian Stage combo is available now for Andrew.
I did 2 preemptively before you did that, so just get my 2. So I'm at 14. Even after?
All right, time to check the graveyard.
No. This is the last card. Oh, I am. Sorry. God.
I don't think there's anything of interest in there.
I thought. So I'm gonna explain to you what the confusion was. I put proxies, and then I went for this, and you showed me a force. I see. But I was naming myself.
MCL, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
Put the archon in order to get through the staff. I usually have to spend cards. This is my Copy it. Sorry about that.
Okay, making a Merit Lage and Hank scooping it up. Okay. I'm not completely sure on the timing of everything that happened just now, but it happened, everybody. Hank scoops it up, headed to game 2. Hank will be on the play. 1 card going on the bottom. Hank with a wide open bag hanging over the table, which is an interesting technique. Bag just flapping open. All right, Ponder. And now Green Sun Zenith for 0 on Andrew's side. Likely finding Dryad Arbor. There it is. Another Ponder for Hank.
There's 4 in the deck. There is not 4 in the deck. What a trend. should be fun. Good one.
Wasteland on Dried Arbor pass.
Land for turn.
Black card?
Equip the Shadow Spear.
All right, here comes the Savannah.
That's not summoning sick. And then swing.
Sylvan Safekeeper. All right, so Sylvan Safekeeper, if you could counter it, you probably want to. Hank chooses not to if he has that option.
So one with the equipment is a 7/7, the one without it is a 6.
It'll be difficult to remove. All right, Prismatic Ending, giving Andrew a chance to save it. Andrew chooses not to save it. Okay, it just gets exiled. Interesting. Maybe there's a backup. Yavamaya comes in, tapping 2. Sylvan Library. Resolves. And there's the backup. Sylvan Safekeeper pass. So it makes a little bit more sense now to not save the Safekeeper. Prismatic Ending. Hank was probably thinking the text on that Prismatic Ending was target player sacrifices a land, but second Safekeeper is a surprise. Force of Fill pointing out is the best spell against white cards. Yeah, Sylvan Safekeeper pretty good here. And as I mentioned earlier, if you just joined us, I played my 4-color control deck against Andrew at this event, and Sylvan Safekeeper was a beating. It was really hard to beat. My cards in hand were shut off. Expressive Iteration. Swords to Plowshares, rather. Let's put into exile. Caracas and casting the swords. Andrew will protect this time, sacking the basic forest. Sylvan Library happening here.
I'll take the base. Okay, Needle's still on. Okay. I want to take the Brainstorm really bad, but I just need to take the base. Go ahead. I'm going to take a regular draw. I'll lose 2.
Oh, at least flag.
This Saga's going to go for 1.
Yeah, this is where library shines right here. Library really good. You'll often see in matchups like this, pay 8 life, draw 3. No pressure from the control.
You're at 18? So you'd be
Sylvan Library triggering again.
No, I'm good. Sure? Yeah. I'm not gonna forget that you have 3 counter spells.
Wasteland gets played.
one of these guys is equipped.
Colmia, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
6, 6, 7.
Passing the turn, no attacks. Dress down on end step. Okay, sacking flagstones to give it Shroud in response, triggering flagstones.
I'll take the Hydroblast.
So this dress down on end step will give Hank a chance to remove the Sylvan Safekeeper potentially. Flagstones finds a plateau. Dress down resolves.
The one that's not equipped.
Going to untap now is Hank.
Yes.
Sylvan Safekeeper shut off. got Swords to Plowshares on Sylvan Safekeeper,
And you're at 7.
and it's gone.
Second main. Okay. 2 lands.
Endurance on end step.
Yeah, anytime, anything hits a yard.
Or maybe not on end step, I'm not sure. Stress down still on the table.
That's fine.
I'm not sure when this endurance is happening. Doesn't make sense to cast it with dress down still on the table. Mystic Sanctuary to put Expressive Iteration back on top. Wait, why is the dress down staying on the table? I'm so confused. It seems like both players are forgetting everything that's going on right now. Okay, so dress down is gone. This is on end step, it seems. Or okay, so endurance, I guess, was cast with dress down still on the battlefield, so nothing happened. And the Mystic Sanctuary put Expressive Iteration on top. And am I missing something? I'm not sure. It seems like both players kind of messed up there. I'm not sure. Yeah, one or both of them forgot about dress down, it seems. Because Hank still had the dress down on the battlefield and was ready to shuffle away their graveyard. Endurance gets in an attack, though. It's possible that the Endurance was cast in main phase, but that just doesn't make any sense as a play. I know Andrew's a better player than that, so I think it's just a goof on both sides. Both players maybe fatigue setting on, I don't know. Just not good plays. That last turn. Here's Knight of the Reliquary. And a Wasteland hitting Caracas. Wasteland hitting Tundra. So Hank fires off a Swords to Plowshares after floating the mana, draws an Expressive Iteration. I'm not clear what's going on with the life totals. Okay. Life totals corrected. Yeah, maybe they weren't sure about the end of turn timing and rules. I think they both would be aware of that. I played against these players quite a bit. They know what they're doing, but it seems like both of them just goofed there and forgot about dress down, and then they corrected it by just, I don't know.
I have 2 floating, right? I have 2 floating. Yeah.
This one's
Overtime.
Doesn't look like Hank has a white mana in hand currently. I'm not completely sure. I'd say advantage bar is still on the right. Maybe Hank has a fetch land?
These will hit the yard, though.
Okay, making land drop, double checking the top. Passing the turn. All right, so Hank could find a white mana if needed. Yeah, they could have gotten flustered there.
You're at 4. I'll let you 6.
Endurance getting in an attack. And here's Knight of the Reliquary number 2. This one will resolve.
I'm gonna tap this scene, cast reanimate. Seven.
It is a 7/7. Says Andrew.
Middle lands and nothing floating.
Yes.
Not that I'm aware.
Put. Is on top.
But you don't get to draw it, right?
I have brainstorm.
What?
I have brainstorm.
Oh, okay.
All right, cracking a fetch. Getting a Tundra.
Actually, I'm gonna make this speed stage a basic force.
Is it okay to check the top of the deck after brainstorming in regular REL? I don't know what the rules actually say. Probably not, but I think at these weekly FNM kind of atmosphere, people just kind of if you check it 2 seconds after you put the card on top, I think most of the time you're okay. Not a big deal. All right, here's expressive iteration for Hank. Looking for a way to remove this knight, most likely. Neither Dark Depths nor Thespian Stage are on the board right now. But knight can set that up in a hurry. Okay, prismatic ending out of exile, hitting the knight. Passing the turn. Sylvan Library. We do have a judge in the chat who says, not technically, but if you want to change the order of those cards, only a few seconds have gone by. With no other information or actions in between, I would allow it. There you go, everybody. The ruling.
Good game. I needed Red Lion or Donkey that turned away. Yeah. We had a game at the game. I know. Okay. Yeah. That was long.
Minsk and Boo will resolve. Hank gestures kind of frustrated there. Here's Boo. It's getting some counters. Most likely we're headed to combat. And a big attack coming in, putting Hank down to 3. What does Hank need here? I don't think the deck has ways to. I can think.
Oh shit! Right.
Can't really remove both creatures and remove Minsk and Boo this turn. I don't think that's possible. So we'll likely have to wait. If there is a Source of Plowshares, wait until Andrew's turn to try to remove Boo. Even then, we're not surviving, really. There's Brainstorm. A lot of speculation in the live chat about what sets Hank's lands are from. Long think of this Brainstorm. And looks like a scoop revealing the hand here from Hank. Had the Hydroblast, but Sylvan Library is being gestured at. Prismatic Ending. Yeah.
Kill your Boo. Hydroblast a token. And still die to the endurance. Like,
And there you have it. Good games, good match.